All right. Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. Today, we are looking at the fascinating world of online reviews.
Okay.
You sent in a really, really cool study
Yeah.
looking at gender differences and how people rate things online. And this is not just like a little study.
No.
This is a huge GE study.
Yeah.
We're talking 1.2 billion observations
Wow.
across 5 different platforms. So we are talking Amazon, Google, TripAdvisor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Big ones.
Places that everybody uses, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Are you ready to dive in?
Yeah, let's do it.
In the data skies, we take our flight. Trends and numbers come to life. Colors and charts, they dance and play. Showing truth in a visual way. In GenderDecoded, we uncover truths and stories like no other. In the data waves we find the secret maps of humankind.
So we've got some really great research to go over. We're mostly going to be talking about this one big academic study. It's huge. It looked at like over 1 billion online reviews
Wow.
from all sorts of places.
Oh.
Amazon, Yelp, you name it.
Yeah.
But we're also going to be looking at a couple of lab studies too, just to kind of
Okay.
get some more details on why things might be the way they are.
Awesome. I'm ready.
Yeah, you ready to jump in?
Let's do it.
Okay, so first of all, I was really surprised to find out that women consistently give higher ratings than men.
Yeah. That's a pretty consistent finding across a lot of research, actually. It's not that men and women like different things. It's more about how they express those opinions, like you were saying.
Yeah, and it's not just a little bit higher, like on Amazon, for example. Women, on average, gave 4.29 stars,
Wow.
while men average 4.22.
Huh.
So it is a little bit, but then
Yeah.
on Yelp, the difference was even bigger.
Yeah. What was that?
It was 3.77 stars for women
Uh-huh.
and 3.68 for men.
Wow.
So it's consistent, but like, what is going on? Why? Why is there this gap?
Right. So that's where these lab studies come in.
Okay.
And they point to something pretty interesting, and that is that women tend to be, hesitant to share negative feedback.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Well, researchers think it might be because women are more concerned about, like social backlash or being seen as too critical, especially online.
That's kind of unsettling, right?
Yeah, it is.
Like, are we holding back important feedback? Or are men just being,
Overly harsh.
yeah.
I mean, it's a tricky question.
Yeah.
I don't think it's about right or wrong, It's more about how society kind of shapes how we act online.
I see what you mean.
Like, are women, raised to be more agreeable and kind of avoid that negativity? It's complicated.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And, what does this mean for businesses?
Oh, that's such a good point.
If all these companies are relying on reviews to make decisions,
Yeah.
but the data is skewed.
That's a problem.
Like, imagine you're a restaurant owner. You're looking at your reviews, you're seeing mostly positive scores, but, what if those 5-star reviews from men aren't the whole story?
Yeah, you're missing out on feedback?
Exactly. Like, maybe women had a not-so-great experience, but they're less likely to leave a bad review.
This research made me think about my own reviewing habits,
Me too.
Like, am I always honest? Do I sometimes sugarcoat things? Am I worried about, like, what people will think of me if I leave a negative review?
Yeah, it's definitely food for thought, right?
Totally.
And I think it also makes you look at reviews differently when you're reading them, right? Like, take those 5-star reviews with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
And maybe pay more attention to those 4-star reviews,
Yeah, because maybe that's where people are, like, holding back a little.
Exactly.
Wow, this is making me really rethink things.
Yeah, it's pretty eye-opening.
Okay, so what can we do about this? Like, the researchers called for some pretty big changes, societal changes, to make it so everyone feels comfortable sharing their true opinions.
Right. Big goal.
Yeah.
But where do you even begin?
Yeah.
Well, I think it starts with platforms, right?
Okay.
Like Amazon and Yelp, they could encourage more balanced feedback, maybe with anonymous reviews or a system that flags potentially biased reviews.
I like that. That's smart.
But it's not just on the platforms. Right?
Yeah, what about us?
Yeah.
What about us as reviewers?
Exactly. We have a role to play.
Okay, what can we do?
I think it starts with awareness.
Okay.
Realizing that star ratings might not be telling the whole story.
Right.
And then be mindful of your own habits, Are you being totally honest? Are you holding back? And then, just talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
The more we have these conversations, the better.
Wow, this deep dive has been so insightful. I feel like I have a whole new perspective on online reviews now.
Me too. It's fascinating.
Okay, so any final thoughts before we wrap up?
I would just say the next time you're looking at reviews online, really think about who's writing them and what might be behind those ratings.
Okay.
Every review is just one person's opinion.
Right.
And even those perfect 5-star ratings, well, they might not be as perfect as they seem.
I think that's a great note to end on.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for taking this deep dive with us, and thanks to everyone listening.
Thanks for having me.
We hope this gave you some new insights and made you think about your own online behavior. Until next time.
See you later.